Good afternoon. Today I have a couple of shout outs for you. This first one, although she's not a Yarny member of this community, she is a YouTube creator. This gal's name is Jelly. Actually, her real name is April, but she goes by Jelly. And she has, over the past couple of years, lost a total of, I believe, 200 pounds using a keto diet and cured a lot of her diseases, as well as cut down many of her diabetic meds. She is weaning herself down off the last medications. So she has a tremendous story to share. But here's the problem. She needs to reach 1,000 subscribers before the cutoff date this month, or she will lose the 30-something thousand watch hours she has and have to start all over on those watch hours. So if you're so inclined, a little interested in how she lost her weight using keto diet or anything like that, please consider subscribing so that she can get over that hump. I believe she has close to 900 people, so let's see if we can get her past that. Spread the news. There might be people you know that are doing keto. They might be interested in Jelly's experience. So please consider joining her channel, subscribing, spreading it at least so that hopefully she can get those people she needs for her channel so she won't lose. I mean, my goodness, 30,000 watch hours? She ought to be at 1,000 by now. Now the rest of these are all crochet sorta related. Most of them are crochet related. First one is Marianne's Crochet Hands. She does a lot of how-tos, those kind of things. Then there is Genesis Yarn Creations. This is Jennifer. Jennifer shows a lot of things that she is creating. I believe she does a couple of how-tos, I think I saw in those. But she also shows a lot of what she's making for sale in her shops, craft fairs or whatever. So go check her out. Then there is Knotty Couple Creations. Now, yes, one of them crochets, maybe both of them crochet, but they have their hands in a ton of crafts, and they show you a ton of things that they're doing. Value related goodies that they get to help along with all the crafts that they do, and yarn hauls, all that kind of stuff. So check them out. Now, the TheYarnBowl Crochet is a lot of how-to, certain creations, tutorials for those creations, and I am going to guess that this lady is from India. She may not be from India, but she is surely from one of those Asian countries in that area. She has some beautiful work. Check it out. The next one is the Crochet Hook. She, again, like the first, has an accent that leads me to believe it might be India. But I'm going to tell you this. I know quite a few people here in my area that are from India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Trying to think of the other country. It's not coming to my mind. But they are part of that part of the Indian Asian area. So she also has a lot of tutorials and things like that for crochet items. So check her out. Now, both of the last two, I have not caught their names. But then again, I have not watched but maybe 2 or 3 of each of theirs. So I still have some catching up to do. But by all means, give all these folks a look-see. And yeah, that's it for the shout out. Now, as many of you know, Marcel, one virtuous woman, she's taught us a lot about a lot of crafts. I first came across Marcel, like I said, when I was learning to tat. But I've also done a lot through a lot of the other crafts that she does, knitting, crochet, and as well as following her path as being a servant of the Lord. She, her and her husband, Rel, both have channels, I believe. But, as you know, she lives in California. The place where they moved and bought their home, they moved there to be safe from the fires that were constantly in their area where they had lived previously. And the fire consumed their home. Thankfully, none of the animals, the family, were affected, but they all evacuated with the clothes on their back. Marcel has been a big champion of all our crafts, just a big champion to everyone in this content related community. So I hope that you will say a prayer for her, and I hope that you will answer the call to those of you that are content providers to put out a link to help her. As you know, she has had a devastating loss. All of her crafts, all of her crafting supplies, her business was in her home. So it's all gone now. But she has even stronger faith in the Lord through this whole thing. So I think there are great blessings in store for her and her family. I really do. They have all been servants of God, very strong servants of God, and I think this is going to open even more doors for Marcel and Rel and the family. So please say a prayer for her if you can. Please look at one of the previous videos I did with the hashtag OVWSOS. That is the hashtag that Triple C Dana, Triple C and Joe, Dana, are putting on the videos and ask content providers to put on their videos so that they can be sure and get those funds, help that these two will need. Yes, we know there's home insurance along with everything else and agencies in that. But even if you're just sending her words of encouragement, please consider doing that. And if you are making a video to help Marcel to pass it along, please use the hashtag OVWSOS in your title for that. She does have a cash app where if you are able to donate $1, $2, whatever, can help her rebuild what they're going to face in the future when they go back to rebuild their home as well as their business. So Cash App is one of those things you can use. Doesn't cost you a thing, doesn't take any money out of the person that you're sending funds for. So please consider it if you have the opportunity. And if you don't, just say a prayer, light a candle, meditate, whatever it is you do to send her some good positive thoughts and vibes. That in itself is an act of kindness. And you know I always ask you, practice kindness.